Like, I'm not going to give you no false hope. That's not the type of person I am. And that's why I kind of hate my friends. Cause
you're lying.
No, I do kind of hate my friends. I just love them more than I hate them.
I wasn't talking about that. He said he had 37 today.
And what?
Basketball.
Who?
Caden.
Hey.
He said if I played, because I told him last we went to the Celtics game, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna play like Ish," and I was like, "Bro, if you play like Ish, you'll average 30." And he was like, "You're right. I played like Ish today, and I got 37." It's like, bro, like he legit has NBA range. Just shoot 5 a game. You have all the respect in the world.
I kind of hate Ish Smith a little bit though.
I understand what you're saying, but like,
I hate him for the Wizards, and I hate him for an NBA player because don't like. He's just like a watered down version of like Kyrie mixed with Chris Paul to me, because like it's like he got to do like 8 moves, and Kyrie does like 8 moves, but he stays like free throw line extended.
Who does?
Ish Smith. Like he's not really a shooter. Like he can knock a shot down, but like, cause his life, if he was a shooter, he would like be a much more coveted player because how quick he is and how he can get in the lane. People don't even be feeling like guarding him after like 3 dribbles because be like, all right, bro, like you got it. And he back out to the 3-point line and he'll just be standing there with the big man on him. And it's like you could just pull it. Like he's 3 feet away from you. You can literally pull it, but he got to get closer.
I feel what you're saying. Because for me, Kyrie is just Jamal Crawford 2.0. And I'm like, I feel like he's not going to be, the best thing Kyrie could do is come off the bench. And like, he has superstar level talent, but he doesn't have a superstar level attitude. He can't lead. But if you let him come off the bench and be like, yo, just do what you do, he'll average 45 coming off the bench play and still play 28 minutes. But like, it's ego. And he can't, he just
can't grasp it.
Yeah. Did it delete my shit? Fuck. All right, I'm gonna just write this in up. Remind me to send the email to parents about the field trip in 1 hour.
Okay, I'll remind you.
Great. All right. I think we're all good.
Should be.
Let me go ahead and check this one. Get this little interview out the way. You recording? Did you zoom in?
Mm-mm.
I'm not able to see. You can be more in the shot. All right. All right. So yeah, I still need to script up a intro at some point. I mean, I'm gonna add it once we have it, but let's do that shit, Sean. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for action. Let's get it. I remember when I told you about gifts. So, how I was saying, like, giving a gift to somebody is going to make them like you more, or like you any less necessarily. Maybe less, but there's not going to make them like you more. I feel like someone gave me a gift. I feel like they may have been like low key shooting their shot. Like I said, people are communicating something to you, but not directly. Just drop a little breadcrumbs, so you can either like put them in a dustpan and throw them in the trash, or you can eat them. Yeah,
not good.
There's one of those types of situations.
Well, I ain't get shit for Christmas, so I obviously wasted my money.
Yeah.
Hey, charges to the game.
Yep. Having said that, welcome back, party people.
Hi.
yet another. Even though I'm off the screen.
Okay.
Not that one though. Episode of the My Artist DNA podcast. Today we are doing Guns by Quelle Chris. This is it Quelle or Quelle? Do we know for real?
I think it's Quelle.
Okay, because it's spelled like Quelle, but you know.
Yeah.
People like to be creative.
I think it's Quelle because I don't think you could have an album named Guns and you go by Quelle.
I mean,
that might be a little bit too woke. Unless Guns is like an acronym. But it's not because ain't no periods or nothing. So
fair.
Guns by Quelle Chris. Quelle sounds like somebody got guns on him.
Yeah.
But I don't know how I found this. I don't. I was scrolling on like Apple Music and I just seen it and it looked interesting. So I was like, let's do this.
You know what? I just realized that all that gold on there is not bees. So yeah, his album cover is a bunch of guns or barrels of guns pointing out of his eyes, his nostrils, on the barrel of a shotgun. There's a pistol aiming out of his mouth and other barrels coming out of his ears, and it's superimposed on a bed of various shells.
So, in other words, he got guns. He got guns.
Here's where I superimpose a clip of MLP and Gangstar. Bless you. Hadouken. All right. So track 1.
Spray and Pray. That sounds like some wannabe PG energy.
That sounds like you know they're coming to get you and you just like, oh, they're outside? All right, bet. Just help me, God.
Mm-hmm. Spray and Pray. 1 minute, 39 seconds. First track. Talking about. Okay, this
all right.
is getting...
Pause real quick.
Oh, yeah. That's funny. We ran because we forgot probably the biggest thing. For sure, the biggest thing.
We'll get that mid episode explanation. Which probably should be part of our scripted intro that we have yet to develop. 10-second reviews. Listen to the first 10. Green chip, we love it. More of it.
White chip, it's alright. It's alright.
Might skip it.
White, it's alright.
Blue is it's alright, and I'll listen to it.
Yeah.
White's a skip.
Yeah, white is it's alright, but it's not getting ran back.
Red is I'm not even gonna.
Yeah, red is no. Black is super no.
Retire.
Black is Kinko's is still hiring.
We will listen no further to your album.
Black means it's not too late to be certified as a CDL driver. That's what black means. We give you black, you better hit up Amazon.
How many tracks are on here?
13. 13 tracks.
All right, so say what you're about to say about that first track.
Getting Griselda vibes. Very Conway and Benny the Butcher. Very, I've been out on Fordham for the last 3 nights in a row. I smell like the block, but I don't stink.
Interesting.
I don't think about it. You're not really sweating, but
no. I know. I'm saying. I don't know that I got that strong of a vibe from him, but it definitely hit. Like I didn't have any expectations because I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting it to sound like that either. To be honest, I didn't realize that the shells were shells either when I was looking at the cover. I thought they were like flowers. So I was thinking it was gonna be like on some guns are bad. Let me get in my introspectual how bad guns are. But hey, you come through with the Griselda beat. Maybe he liked guns, but maybe he might. I don't know the thing. But the first 10 was very, very grimy, very New York, real Brooklyn, Bronx, Bed-Stuy, Bedford Stuyvesant. Most people don't know that's what Bed-Stuy stands for.
Bedford-Stuyvesant, yeah.
It's funny.
Wait, no secret?
What?
I used to live there.
That's gangster.
No.
Are you the kid from Everybody Hates Chris?
Down the street from the ODB.
Are you Chris?
ADB. Oh,
Are you
ADB.
Quelle Chris?
I'm not Quelle Chris. The ODB mural.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about, right?
No, because I've never been to New York.
No, but you know what the ODB mural? Like his first album cover was just a picture of his driver's license.
Oh.
And so they painted that on the wall down the street because I was I guess in the area where his neighborhood was. And so like at the end of the street where the road curves, there's like a corner store and it's on the wall there and like corner store.
ODB.
Nah, the painting's on the corner store. The house is right here.
Oh.
So you just walk up the street to it. And I was like, oh snap! I live like by a landmark.
Yeah, a hood landmark.
Yeah, one day I went to the basketball court. There was like 11-year-old kids that were the same size as me, getting real angry.
Man, you can't play basketball in New York on the street unless you play basketball.
I mean,
like for real.
Okay.
You know what I meant.
I know what you mean. I won't really argue. It's not. If you know what you mean, you know what you mean. If you don't, then you don't.
Yeah, exactly. That's my audience. If you know, you know.
All right. Are we giving? I feel real strong green vibes on this one. Are we giving it another? I
want to give it another 10 because I want to see if he says something. I'm kind of curious about what his voice sounds like.
All right, fair.
So another 10.
Yo, we load up, lift and shoot. Nothing much else to do. Been packing since I youth. Me and my break off school. Study gunslinging.
That is super dark, deep.
He also has a bit of an island accent, but it sounds a little. I can't tell if it's actually him or he's just putting on the accent.
Yeah, I was about to say he sounds like Dominican or something.
I was thinking more like Jamaican, but it kind of went from green to blue for me.
Yeah,
his voice threw me.
That extra 10 seconds is key.
It's a doozy.
It's a doozy. I'm not mad at blue at all.
All right,
track blue. Track number 2, the title track.
Guns.
Just because you packing out here like fan, you ain't too hot. Granny.
All right, that's hard. That's hard. That's
just because you packing. You know, I don't even know what he said.
I don't either. But it's not a dope. Though I heard like Tyler and Frank.
Yeah,
on it.
Those first chords.
Yeah,
it was very beautiful, and then it switched up to like some funky.
It just his voice is like. I definitely like how that one comes out though.
Me as well. Yeah, that sounded pretty. I'll give that a green. I'll give that one a green for sure.
All right,
Track trace. Color of the day.
Color of the day.
Let's see what color of the day was.
First of all, this whole track's only 25 seconds.
This whole track is 25 seconds. I just realized that. And it just started off with the mad do re mi.
That's like you know how you listen to movies, like old movies, and there's like an announcement in the airport, it's like boom 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 boom.
Yep.
Well, Sweatsuit Reke, please report to gate A35. Your flight is departing.
Something like that. Or some wild nonsense.
Isn't it weird that it always sounds like a blonde lady?
Be aware, there is an orangutan loose.
In orangutan.
There's an orangutan running loose in Terminal 5.
Who's there, Orange?
If you see the orangutan, do not approach him.
Orangutan.
They always say it's so calm. Like I'm gonna be calm if I just see an orangutan walking around. Like, would you be calm if you were in some? It's one thing if you're like in Tanzania or like you somewhere where, hey, you might see one, like we out in the jungle. But like, let's say like you at Whole Foods and you walk in Whole Foods and there's like animal control and like real police officers running around. And it's like, what's going on? Somebody about to rob Whole Foods? And it's like, we don't know what happened, but there's an orangutan running around right now. And like, you're like, so can I keep shopping? And they're like, you can, but if you see something, scream. So then you're walking.
You see him in a pasta aisle. Like, hey, just go right here.
No, in fact, like y'all are walking and you in the pasta aisle just checking, and then you turn around behind you and the orangutan is just like checking stuff like a normal person. Like, what's your reaction? I'm gonna just turn around and keep shopping.
if he's checking stuff like a normal person?
No, like he's like looking at stuff on the shelves, like he's just chilling, like he's not even paying you no mind, but he's right behind you, like he's just like, I don't want that. Like he's just like just doing like human stuff, except around. I'm gonna just turn around and keep shopping, cause like I feel like if I do something, it's gonna startle him. I'm gonna just act like he wanted me, but I'm gonna get up out the aisle. I'm for sure getting up out the aisle. Like I'm gonna try to just like walk past. As soon as I hit the corner, I'm hitting feet.
I think I would just start laughing. It's like, bro, what are you like? Is this for real?
I would turn around, and if he turned and looked at me and like did like,
what he looks at you and smiles or something, you'd be like, with that, you know that weird monkey smile they do,
and then he's like pointing. I'd be like, "Oh, you want that?" And I would just turn and like whatever I think he's pointing out.
Nah, we gonna play the mirror game like we play with babies. They do something, you do something. That's probably what I would end up doing in the pasta aisle with an orangutan.
That's fine. That's probably the smart thing to do.
I'd be like.
That's for sure probably the smartest thing to do is just mimic him until he runs up to you and like punches you in the face to see if you do that. Just lands on all fours.
Oh,
Code today was trash though. I mean, it was 25 seconds. It was probably a little jokey, little interlude type thing.
All right. I mean, I like the idea the little bass came in. It sounded kind of hard, but it's like it's not even like I don't have an opinion on it. And it's so short that by the time you even get up to change it or think about changing it, it's going to be over.
Yeah.
So it's like, it
just gets a white.
Yeah, it's like
just default white. Just
it's like white, but it's blue at the same time. But so yeah, we leave it white. It's fine. Ugly boy modeling. Anyways, track 4, Mind Your Business. It's business. BIDNESS.
Mind your business. Mind your business. I like halfway expected it to drop right there. Now I'm wondering who produced this album. There's some good production.
I was thinking more along the lines, it's like all over the place. Like to your point, the production is solid, but there does not yet to seem to be a thread.
Yeah,
does not yet seem to be a thread. Yeah.
I know what you're saying. Like, what is this album about? Like, what were you trying to do?
Yeah.
Was it a bunch of, like I said, like I was saying the other day, I like albums and stuff where you can tell that the artist was trying to do something specific. I don't know what Chris is trying to do.
Just make a body of work.
He just made a body of work
with a cool cover.
With a cool cover and a cool name. And it's not really even a cool name.
There's nothing cool about guns, Tariq.
There's nothing cool about guns. That's a lie. There's a couple of things cool about guns.
Did you know that when you have supersonic bullets that like you get hit before you even hear the sound of the gun?
Supersonic bullet, like as in supersonic force, like as in Africa Bombada?
No, as in like breaking the sound, like traveling faster than the speed of sound.
That's a thing.
Yeah.
Like bullets.
I forget. There's certain guns that can, or I could be mistaken. All guns do, but they're fast enough that, like, you know, because the bullet's traveling faster than the speed of sound, like you get hit and then you hear the gunfire, and it's like what? It's
That is a fear.
Yeah, it's crazy, right? Yeah, it's like, oh, what the?
But you don't know that you're hit because it's so quick that the gunfire.
Yeah.
That's just. If I ever get shot, I don't know what I would do. It depends on where I got shot. If I was to get shot, I would probably want to either get shot like in my arm or in my ass.
I don't want to get shot at all. Let me open the gate.
I mean, I don't want to get shot, but if you had to shoot me, like, shoot me in the arm or shoot me in the ass. I feel like those are the best places to shoot me, personally. Don't shoot me in the chest. That's where my heart is at. Don't shoot me. If you want to shoot me in the face, like, graze me so I can have a scar. Then I could look cool. Don't shoot me in the mouth, though. Do not shoot me in the mouth. I already am self-conscious about my teeth, so do not shoot me in the mouth. Don't shoot me in the eye. Like, I really like having depth perception and being able to see with both eyes. Don't shoot me in the ear. Like, I make music, bro. Come on. Don't do that. That's just mean. If you shoot me in the brain, I can't complain. I'm probably going to die. So if you shoot me in the brain, then I just know you really had a problem with me. Like, Yeah, man. You shoot me in the head, I'm for sure out of here. Shoot me in the ass. Don't shoot me in the foot neither, bro. Like, cause you could take one of my toes. I know you don't need your toe. I was recently told you don't need toes to walk, but like, all my shoes are already 12s. I'm not trying to go shopping again. Just don't shoot me. I don't want to be like Kunta Kinte putting the stuff in the top of my boot every time I want to go somewhere. Don't shoot me in the foot. You can shoot me in the thigh. The thigh is cool because I got strong thighs, so you probably just rip some muscle or something. Not my knees. Don't shoot me in the knees. Please don't shoot me in the knees. That would feel so weird. That's one of my biggest fears is getting kicked in the knee or just hitting the knee. Like, you ever like honestly got hit in the knee? Like, that hurt. Yeah, I've been talking to myself for like the last 5 minutes.
Okay, you didn't have to because I know it's edited. So
all right. Look, I'm here. I'm talking.
Okay.
They just here. There ain't nobody even here. But yeah, what I was explaining to myself was one of my biggest fears is either getting shot in the knee or getting kicked in the knee. Cause like I've hyperextended my knee in my backyard before, just BSing. That's not a fun feeling. So if somebody hits me with a low Muay Thai kick to the knee, like straight, like boom, and I just, like you feel it go backwards.
That's what you're supposed to do with a straight kick.
I know. Wow. Don't kick me in the knee. Don't kick me. Don't shoot me. You can shoot me from my thigh down. This is where if you got to shoot me, like if we got a problem and you feel you need to shoot me from my thigh to my ass cheek or shoot me in my arm.
Dude, that's where like you have a major artery there. Like you'll bleed to death. Don't shoot me at all.
I'm just saying.
Are you joining us or are you leaving?
I'm leaving. But what are y'all talking about?
He left.
The name of this album is Guns, and somehow we talked about getting shot. Oh, I was talking about how you know that some bullets travel faster than the speed of sound, so you're getting hit before you even hear the shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then somehow that turned into him talking about he'd rather not get shot in the knee, and then I don't.
I'm just saying, like, if you ever like felt a knee pain before, just imagine a bullet.
Hear his voice shake.
What about like a shin pain? Like,
oh, shin pain is different. That's why I said my thigh, because it's muscle and it's fat. I mean, it's muscle, it's fat. Yeah, there's an artery here which you could hit, but like, you gotta be nice with it to hit me.
I'm trying to figure out maybe ooh, this is nice.
It's a little ghetto.
Maybe in my hand.
I was thinking that too, but that's a part of my arm.
No, I need my hands. No, never mind.
If you shoot me in the hand, just make it like
don't shoot me. Don't
hit me like
me
right here. Yeah, don't shoot me. I'm just saying like.
But would you rather get shot or stabbed?
Shot. For sure, shot. Because when you stab me, like that's close and personal.
Yeah.
Like that means you really don't like me.
Yeah.
Like
plus if you just start acting up and you just take the knife out and then you might just bleed to death, or if you get shot, if it's still in there, it's just gonna you can put some pressure.
You
on
can fully get shot
unless you have an exit wound. It's just, I don't even know. Why are we okay?
I feel like you can fully get shot and not know it for like a good 15 to 20 minutes because of adrenaline.
I don't know about 15, 20.
True. If you shoot me, make sure I'm on coke.
Are you leaving without your envelope? Oh.
If you shoot me, make sure I'm on coke. I don't know how you'd be able to do that, but
I don't know where this conversation is actually.
Back to the music.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. You can't leave me alone by myself with my thoughts.
I probably should have told you just not to talk, but it's okay.
Now you business? No, we didn't read it. That's track 4. We only got 3 things on there. Because we only played the first 10. And we're only supposed to play the first 10.
And I forgot what it sounds like.
It's like run it back. It's real.
Oh, right. This is when I said I thought it was just about to drop. And
probably is too.
In mine, about the shot, that's a motherfucking show. Fill a VIP, fill a zip, full of motherfucking smoke. We got brown, we got white, some motherfucking gas. Ain't nobody here tripping, so mind your motherfucking.
This sounds like it's supposed to be an E40 record. If that was E40, this would be amazing. But it's not E40.
Like
you sure you want to pull a chair up, my guy?
Yeah, sure. I got a sweet potato hash.
He said, look, brother.
This is nice. I'm gonna reuse this. Y'all didn't lick it, did you?
No, but I wrote on the front of it. Which how you going?
Oh,
Yeah.
With a Sharpie.
Yeah.
Well, Simone's an artist. I can get to turn that name into
You
somebody
got-
else's name.
'cause
You
I
find
wrote
the
over the-
artist or find
I wrote
somebody
over the
named
other name that
Ricardo.
was already on there.
Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, thank you. This is so sweet.
Get out of here.
Oh, he said, "Oh, y'all wrote letters, yeah."
Oh, God.
It's adorable.
All right.
Where's my real pocket at? That's what I need to know.
You are goofy.
Whose album is
That was
this?
the most pimp laugh.
Quelle Chris.
I don't know who it is. I found it.
So at some point when you want to enlighten us, enlighten us with some real music,
We can do a pod. I
you
got
can,
some.
you can bring an album and we can do our 10-second review. You know how this works, right?
You do 10-second review. You listen to it 10 seconds and then review it.
First
All
10
right.
seconds of the
Okay.
song.
Sometimes 20.
Sometimes
Mostly
it has to be
10
good to
seconds.
listen to it for 20 seconds though.
Yeah, the first 10 seconds has to warrant another 10 seconds.
Yeah, whether by virtue of confusion
Okay.
or just where it's like we have to listen to it.
All right, I got an album then.
It's kind of random, but you know,
I
no
mean,
more than
anything?
20.
Anything.
Listen, you know what we're always gonna pick, and I know you fancy yourself a music snob.
Yeah.
Hey, I brought in the Beck album.
I feel no, but we got into like a whole argument for like an hour and a half, and he was just like, "I'm a snob," and I'm like, you know me, I latch on, and I was like, "All right, you just a music snob, it's okay."
It's pretty intense. People probably would thought we didn't like each other.
He did.
They-
That's what Connor was like. I never seen you get so angry, and I was like, he's like, "You're aggressive drinking your water." I was like, "I haven't had any water all day." It was like, yeah, it was interesting.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing, brother.
You remind me of back in the day. Only time I argue like that is when my friends come around. We get loud. It's just like
I stopped
so
arguing
fun.
because I
Who
realized
else
I
was
was
here?
the only one that came with facts.
Oh, I think-
everybody else.
I think Phil was here and
Phil
Connor was
I
here.
remember Phil because Phil just laid back like,
He's like, I'm not qualified for this discussion.
it's like, look, if they were civilized, this would be a scrap right now. They're fighting each other.
Yeah, probably. It was like that for real.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful that you can have intelligent arguments. I had to stop arguing with my friends because I realized I was the only one bringing facts. They just knew how to argue better.
What? My sister says that. She's like, you just know how to argue. I was like, no, you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. That's
Somebody
the thing.
argues better.
That means they can just say stuff to make you respond better. Like,
Oh,
I'm
like
hitting you
like
with
homeboy.
facts,
He
and
just
they-
say things.
yeah,
you just feel like you have to like correct. Yeah, I know what you mean.
they just know how to argue. They just know how to keep you engaged and angry.
I get it, I guess.
Yeah, not actually making a point.
Yeah, and they're not mad at all, which makes it so that you lose the argument in their eyes. They're like, I got you mad. And you're like, I'm not even mad. I'm just so confused at how dumb you sound right now
Yep.
that I'm getting
Yeah.
frustrated that you really think that you know what you're talking about. So I
Wow.
guess he is getting mad.
No,
Charge
that
it
still
to
doesn't
them.
make any sense. If you have the facts, then you pretty much win the argument.
Okay, well let's.
Yes.
Remember the arguments you used to have with homeboy?
Never mind, you're right.
Because you could know the facts, but if he don't,
There's no way you can believe what you're
if,
saying right now.
if it doesn't come to a point where he's like, "Nah, think about it," then it's not like you lost. It's like you just waiting. At that point, you just waiting for yourself to just be like, you know what, draw.
That's what you're trying to figure out, man. There's no point for people like that to ask questions, though.
Because
You
like
already- if you already know the answer to everything, or if
it ain't about
if you're not gonna listen to
it ain't about the
anything,
information at that point. It's about
Right.
arguing.
It's like,
It's about arguing.
it's like I had a friend.
Yep.
I had a friend one more time. He's like, look, I used to be like, man, you need to go to Walmart. That's where the sales are. He the kind of person to be like, no, man, you need to check out Target. It's always something opposite of what you said. It's never the same
whatever.
thing.
And
Yeah.
just be like, I'm gonna hit you in the face one of these days.
Stupid.
It'd be nice if you could do that, right?
All
That's
right.
why I had to stop arguing because it was like that was becoming my thing. I just started
Yeah.
telling people like, you want to fight, bro? Like, well, you want to fight about it? That can be dangerous sometimes. White,
Yeah.
I'm rocking with white.
All right.
It ain't. It's not warranting a green or blue for me.
So white is like in between.
White's
White
like
is
a
like-
skip.
Oh, okay.
It's not.
It's like meh.
Oh.
White is like one of those songs that comes on, like you let it finish out, but you just know you probably wouldn't play it again yourself.
All right, Anderson Paak, that one got me in the beginning. He's lucky I waited. I was driving because I wouldn't have made it through the album. Then it picked up and stayed up the whole
You talking about Ventura?
That's the one that had window tint. Was it window tints?
Yeah.
That's the one that had window tints on the album.
No, that was Oxnard. That
Yeah.
one was kind of trash to me.
It
I'm
was
not gonna lie.
the first four songs. It was just like, okay, what's happening?
Yeah,
And then like the fifth song was just like, oh, And it was like, oh, it's another banger. Oh, all right. Whoa,
Once it got
okay.
towards the back with
Yeah.
like Dre's, the stuff that Dre was doing, then it was like, okay.
Before I was like, why you put this in the beginning? You should have just took this. He had enough tracks where he didn't have to have any of those beginning songs.
That's usually what we do at the end. We look at it like all the greens compared to the blues and the whites and sometimes the red. Like, it'd be a 14-track album, like 6 or 7 green ones and 2 blues. Like, you could have got rid of everything else.
Yeah.
And just, had a real strong outing, but you want to have all this average
Strong.
stuff in there.
Could put out that
I
strong
just wanna
EP.
hear this song.
All right. Track 5, It's the Law.
Farewell, goodbye.
Featuring-
I did.
Audio.
Mm.
Yeah, it's audio.
I thought it said a Didio.
Audio, Uncle Tom.
Yeah,
Featuring Ugly Boy Modeling.
Ugly Boy. That sounds like something I need to get into.
It's God the nation's fault that man attempts to prevail over his fellow man. Let us remember that God is wise.
All right, so
Interesting. That sounds very interesting.
now it's funny. The longer we go, I feel like a thread is kind of developing, but the thread is Dilla. They all sound like Dilla beats. Have you ever listened to like a Dilla album?
Mm-hmm.
I like the beat albums, how it sounds like all over the place, but then by the time you get a little bit past halfway through, you're like, oh, it all makes sense now. That's what I feel about this. It's not necessarily that quality level, but I understand what
I
they're
see
doing
you're
like
saying. I see what you're
creatively.
saying. I see exactly what you're saying. Yeah.
But it
It's-
could disappoint you and not just keep it like that the whole song. You just be like, you're just waiting for something. It just
True.
never came. It
That's
never
true.
Resolved. It was just like,
Well, as
just
far as the
suspended.
first
You
10
just
seconds,
suspended.
It's one of those where
you're not
you
gonna resolve. It's just like
you're ready to jump off, but
as far as the
it
first 10
never-
seconds,
that's first. Yeah, the first 10 seconds.
As far as first
But
10
Green is
seconds.
like the worst.
no, it's the
Green-
best.
Oh, it's the best. Oh, you're gonna put it the best because of
Yeah,
what you think you're assuming what it's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
I
that
get you.
first
'Cause
10,
I can
I'm-
see how they could drop.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
If it
for
drop
sure.
right, I could definitely hear that.
Oh, for
Yes,
sure.
if it drops right.
If it drops
If it
right.
drops
Right.
There's that part.
Thing. Like, yeah. That's the beautiful thing
There's
about
some
it.
like on the Kanye album, his joint ain't dropped for a minute and a half.
Which album?
The Jesus is King.
Jesus is
I haven't listened to it yet. I'm scared.
All right, we should listen to it.
Yeah, it's okay to listen to.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, it's like I think it's like it's legit gospel music as,
Okay.
as far as I know. But like his joints there's so much intro. So the first 10 seconds you're like whatever. But if you heard the album, like the one song is 3.5 minutes. It's 3 songs in one,
Yeah.
and like it gets amazing.
Okay.
But that first 10 you're like, I have to give this like a white or a blue. But I know that if you listen to the whole thing, like it gets better. But it's
Right.
just that's not what it is.
Kanye. Yeah.
Check it out.
I'm just scared. I'm gonna check it out though.
I'm just waiting on the next. No,
Right.
I'm not waiting
I'm
on the next.
gonna have to join you guys at one point,
Oh,
You should.
but I have to go make sweet potato hash.
Do your thing.
Is that what they call it?
Huh?
None. I'm messing with you. Bye.
No, that's not what they call it. But both of them probably just as good. Maybe after the hash. All right.
All right.
Yittity. Yittity.
Yeah, that sounded like a Dilla track to me.
Yeah, I can see how that super dirty drums.
Dope though. Track 6, Wild Minx, featuring Mock Homie.
My homie, I've heard of him before.
Really?
I've heard the name. I don't think I'm necessarily could remember a song, but I for sure heard that name before.
Yeah. It is what it is. All right. Let's get it.
Listen up, I got a story to tell. Johnny
All right. So first of all, I'm playing another 10.
Baptist wore wild makes. Stroll out the room with a swoon and a wink. Big body Bethlehem wings. Top bottom playing piano while he thinks.
It sounds like fucking Earl Sweatshirt mixed with Capadonna. I was so excited.
See, I've been listening to Earl all day, so like, I'm in an Earl mood, and I feel that definitely sounds like just that beat, just the way he chopped the piano sample.
Yes, at the beginning, which is why I got so excited, and then it just turned like. All right. Well, this is where I'm at with it. This. I mean, you're gonna have to figure something out on this one because I already know you don't feel like this. Go ahead, pull your
I
chip,
don't-
Playboy. Yeah.
How can I put this? Like,
It's only because we
I
played the
don't-
extra 10 too. That was a strong green the first 10. And I messed the whole flow up.
that's the whole flow.
I did. I admit it.
It's not green to me, even though I did say I liked it because I'm in an Earl Sweatshirt mood. That might just be biased because I'm in an Earl Sweatshirt mood.
That's fine. You know.
But it's not green to me Cause I'm cool with white or I'm cool with white, blue, or red. One of those three. Like red is just like if I give it a red, it's more so just like because I just don't care enough to really vote. Like it's one of like I don't even. It's not like I would have to hear like at least a minute for me to actually like care.
It's not what this is.
And that's not what this is. So we're gonna rock with the red.
All right.
Like I said, we're gonna rock with the red. I wish Mac Homie came in first, maybe.
Yeah.
But no. Track 7, Box of Wheaties. There's some cool track names. Definitely some dope track names. Featuring we got Quelle Chris, Denmark Vesey, Maurice, Ronnie Hands, Palm Olive. These all sound like pimps from the 70s. Quelle Chris, Denmark Vesey, Maurice, and Ronnie.
Oh, me.
Ronnie Hands, Palm Olive.
Yeah, he's like the one man squad that just can rumble.
Yes.
Hey, Hands.
He either go by hands because he got pretty hands or because he'll hit you with his hands. Or both. He might be like my man from Of Mice and Men and put his hand in a glove with Vaseline in it every day, and that's the pimp smack hand. So like whenever you get him mad, he be like, I gotta take the hand out the glove, and then this glistening, beautiful hand comes out and just lights your face up. And his hand is so delicate and pretty that his hand is ringing after. So that's why he got to delicately put it back in the thing. And he's like, next time I ain't going to take it out. I'm going to just get the strap on you, playboy. Don't you ever mess with hands, Palm Olive. Don't you mess with hands.
Track 7. It's a Box of Wheaties.
Let's go.
Some kind of
That's funky as hell. I like it. Yeah, wait a minute. Yeah, I'm rocking with green for right now. It's another 10 or are you?
Bro, I should keep it moving. I don't even want to mess it up.
All right.
You're right though. It is a it did have that same vibe you're talking about. It's just that funky, smooth type.
Here we go. Track 8, PSA Drug Fest 2003, Sleeveless Minks.
You went from wild minks to sleeveless minks.
Yo, this thing.
So you had the wild mink on, and then ate the Wheaties, and you turned up, and you had to pull the sleeves off, so you
feel me? straight Terry Crews, Busta Rhymes flow. It was fitting, then it wasn't fitting no more.
Right.
Who is just Quelle Chris? Track 8. These are some dope track names. Like PSA Drugs 2003 Sleeveless Minks. Like that's so gangster. Yeah, I want a sleeveless mink. Here we go. Okay.
It definitely getting more Wu-Tang vibes off this one. But I know that like at least nothing that we've heard from him thus far is as dynamic as, the 93 Wu that I'm thinking of.
Oh, yeah.
But the production is definitely on like some Enter the 36 Chambers. Speaking of which, have you actually heard that album? Okay, we'll add it to the queue. Give it the 10-second
There's
review.
a few rap albums I haven't heard that most would probably consider classics or at least up in the upper echelon of rap albums. Or I'd have heard them, but I heard them so long ago.
What, you gonna say like Illmatic?
Yeah, never heard. No, I've heard it.
Reasonable Doubt.
I've listened to Reasonable Doubt.
What else?
Like there's the thing. There's not much J that I haven't heard.
All right, have you heard Predator, Ice Cube?
I heard a couple songs on it.
It's probably not like classic.
I've heard a couple of songs off of Predator. I for sure heard No Vaseline. I downloaded that individually.
The first Chronic.
God damn, I'm glad y'all said it all.
Bone Thugs and Harmony.
I have not heard that full album.
East 1990 Eternal. East 1999 Eternal.
Because Bone Thugs came. I was alive when they were still active. So I guess that I kind of caught the tail
end. The Crossroads?
I caught that.
First of the month?
Yes. That was the Bone Thugs that I grew up on. It was first of the month and that, like, I'm in Sanford, like that. But, like, that's all I saw. Because, like I said, I was tail end. They didn't really do much after that. So, like, Bone Thugs kind of came and went. I learned about them a little bit more as I got older. And I was like, oh, they was actually, like, some gangsters from Cleveland. First, the fact that they was from Cleveland is what blew my mind because I was like, yo, these are some West Coast homies. They was like, nah, bro, we from like the middle.
From the Middle West, not the West.
You feel me? The middle, bro. It's funny because people from the Midwest talk like they from the West. Like, if you ever heard LeBron James talk, he kind of sounds like he from Compton.
Yeah, the way he says, like AR words.
Yeah. And it'd be like
hard or, you know.
Yeah, and I would be like, I don't know where you from.
Right. What are we giving this?
PSA Drug Fest 2003. We only listened to the first 10. I kind of forgot how it sounded. No, I remember it was that woo. It was the woo. Blue or green for me. Because the beat is what will make it green. But
let's let him mess it up.
He's smartened up. He knows about us. I'm not gonna say shit until 45 seconds.
I mean, it's a yeah. I give it a blue.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
It's like it knocks. It's not super memorable, but it knocks.
You feel me? Yeah, it's one of those things that comes on. Your head is gonna bob. After it cuts off, you're not gonna remember why your head was bobbing. But it's like that last song wasn't bad.
So track 9, Sunday Mass.
Quelle Chris and Bilal Salam.
This will be interesting.
Shot at the tree of life. Bullets cut through 11 teens like a butter knife. Nicholas Cruz shot 17. An incel snowflake radicalized by hate.
You gotta have bars to do a soliloquy.
I just not a huge fan of spoken word in the middle of albums.
You gotta have bars to do that.
Also because I feel like spoken word is always done so similarly.
It is.
And it's like, say it, be unique. And then I can like respect it. But like everyone has the same inflections and delivery. And it's like what made because it's like I can do it too, poetry, basically. And
you have to have bars. Like this, if you're gonna drop the beat out, like prime example, Kendrick on I at the end of the I song off of To Pimp a Butterfly. It's a part where it's like there's a fake thing on the song where it's like a fight and during Kendrick's concert.
Oh yeah.
And he does that. Cut the like that. You want that? That's bars. Like, and he set up the scene to where it was bars, and he made it seem like the way he set it up was perfect. Like the crowd heard that it was bars, so everybody shut up and chilled out, and it was like, "Yo, Kendrick spitting that real. Listen right now. You gotta do that. If you want to do that, you gotta have something. You gotta have something to say. It can't just be like some like it just can't just be gangster words.
Right.
Like it gotta be. You gotta be talking about something. You got
not even gangster words. You have, like you said, just be talking about something, make it sound clever, unique, and not just like talking about a thing, but talking about a thing creatively,
talking
in
about
a compelling way
that
like,
you want us to know about.
Make it interesting and stuff.
That is why it's tricky to make albums when you don't got nothing to say in particular, because when you want to do cool stuff like that and drop the beat out in your album and have the soliloquy and then drop it back in where it makes it hard, it's not going to be hard if I'm not feeling what you're talking about.
Right.
It's not going to be hard if the only person that feels what you're talking about is you, and you don't even feel what you're talking about. You just it just sounded hard because it's grimy in New York, and you put on the New York grimy accent. Like, it don't work like that.
Yeah.
But
that's a white. Ain't nothing I can do about that.
Straight shot. Straight shot. We got Quelle Chris, Cavalier, Bilal Salam, Eldar, Jangarov, and James Acaster. This sounds like sounds like everyone that mastered it.
Like what's the male version of a witch?
A sorcerer?
No. Is it? No, it's
a wizard. A wizard.
Nah, it's something else.
It for sure is a wizard.
Dang it, I forget what it is. But anyway, like they're all standing around a cauldron.
Yeah, a sorcerer.
Nah, it's not.
It's either a sorcerer or a wizard. It has to be
a warlock.
A warlock.
That's what it is.
Okay. Interesting.
Like a bunch of warlocks standing around a cauldron.
Eldar Jangarov.
Yeah, James Acaster.
His name is James Acaster.
All right.
Acaster.
Straight shot. Pew.
disappointing.
Yeah, like it started off like it was gonna do something, and then it was just like walking up the piano keys.
Right back to the do re mi's from
Yeah,
Color of the Day.
I like the sound and like the fullness of the bass. It was one note, but I like the sound and the fullness of it.
At first, the first two hits reminded me of this Vince Staples song, North North, I think, where it starts off like that. Kind of, it's just like a piano hit.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to Vince Staples that much, so that's why I can't think of the song in particular, but it's one of those songs like off of that 06, Summertime 06 album that literally starts off like exactly like that. But Vince did it a little bit better. But
So right now, I feel like do we want to give them an opportunity to do something? It sounds like somebody came in.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounded like something was about to happen. So let's see what was about to happen.
All we need is just a straight shot from here. Everything is just a straight shot from here.
So this is why I tell you, just make songs and put them out. Yep. I think we already. What track is this? This track 10. Is this how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, okay, you right in for yeah. Yeah. I'm right there with you. But this is what I'm saying. It's just volume and output. Like I don't know enough about this guy, but I just make more stuff and put it out. That's it. Go do an open mic and just like struggle perform a couple times because that didn't even sound like track 11.
Obamacare.
No features. So they need to just send Timbaland in that loop. I don't care what they do with the drums on this. There's no way it's gonna be what I need it to be. But like, you send Timbaland or Missy or Pharrell that loop. Or I'm trying to think of who else I've been liking a lot lately. What's your man who does Smino's beats?
Monty Booker.
Yeah, like Monte Booker on that. Put some Monte drums on that. Because the way they chopped up that sample is super hard. But like nothing that we've heard thus far gives any indication that they're gonna be able to
do anything with it.
Yeah. I mean, we could see, but I just...
I give it 5. You got 5 seconds.
I'm mad.
I ain't do nothing.
Come on, man. I'm rooting for you.
Okay.
Oh, shit. All right.
But we cheated. We had to
cheated
cheat.
like a mug.
Oh, man.
You know what? We were rooting for you, Quelle, and you came through on this one for us. So despite the fact that we cheated,
No, but the fact that we cheated,
I'm gonna go ahead. No, let's go ahead and give him the green.
Give him the green.
Let's go ahead and give him the. We cheated, so we can't take away what we heard.
I'm not gonna let that came crazy.
I'm about to edit out the rest of this song and just press play anyway.
No, fact, I'm not even gonna let that came out crazy. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm gonna listen in the car.
Yeah, because he might like say something mad stupid to just make you go, you know what?
Just give him a black joint, just erase everything. All right, I'm gonna go.
Once we give you a black, the album's over.
I'm about to just go ahead.
And I'm gonna be honest, I almost grabbed black on that.
Really?
I almost was about to grab the black because I was just like no.
So this is the one song that will actually like make sure I listen to the whole thing. It's only because we cheated. So it goes to tell you the 10 seconds don't mean everything, but
it don't.
So I had to write it down to make sure because normally I forget. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna come back and listen to this. I'm like, yo, what song was that?
And then you got to go through the whole album again, and then you're gonna be mad by track 6, and it's like, man, just throw it all away.
All right, You, Me, and Nobody Else, track 12 with Jean Grey and Jonathan Hurd or Horde.
Hurd or Horde, whatever the two.
It's Horde. It's a no.
All right.
Can't see.
No.
Blind. I'm not really blind.
No. I was about to say that's unfortunate. All right. Like, I want to be excited. Next 10? All right.
All right. I'll give that one a green. It has a strong vibe to it. It's very Kanye-ish, which I mean, to be fair, Dilla was one of his inspirations. That sounds like, you know, first 3 albums Kanye. I give it a green because it wasn't like a kick you in the face type joint, but it was solid.
Yeah, I was probably leaning more blue.
Yeah,
because I wanted that kick you in the face.
just realized the barber cut me a little bit. I got one of them little hairline scabs. Anyways,
Those suck. But yeah, I was hoping for that because like those pianos was hard. Man. Like that the way he chopped up the sample and everything was beautiful. Even the little faint voice in the background. Like I just feel like just that one kick could have just like made it just that nastiness that you can't deny. But I'm rocking with green. I can rock with green.
Yeah. All right, the last track.
What you mean?
WYRM. What you really mean?
What you really mean? Now, this is a question I feel like I'm going to be asking a lot in the coming months.
Right, I never even heard anyone put an R in there. You know how people put IDK? I be putting IDEK, like I don't even know.
No,
but like I that's about to be in my
lexicon. This definitely just got added to the vocab. What do you really mean?
Yeah.
Like what you really mean?
Are we beefing? But you know what's funny though? It makes you think about like how many acronyms we just kind of absorb the meaning of, and then like to the non-initiated, it just looks like garbage.
It just
right.
Yeah.
And then it makes you wonder, like, all those ancient languages they find, it's like, yo, there's no consonants or, like, no vowels. Like, how the fuck do y'all know what you're saying? But then, like, you look at text messages and it'd be, like, 9 letters, 3 emojis, and you like, all right, bet.
Yeah.
So it's like, yo, what?
Look, man.
Language
is a beautiful, confusing thing.
True.
That's why I'm trying to learn as many of them as possible by the time I turn 35. And by as many of them as possible, I mean, like, 3.
Huh?
I think I can learn 2 more languages.
Get your Pimsleur popping. You need that and to find somebody that, man, that was a plug. I'm gonna edit that out. That and find someone to speak to. You in there?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, what you really mean? Track 13, no features.
Bow. I like it, but I feel like he tried to be too dirty with it. Like with the sample, he tried to match the sample with the drums a little bit too much. Like on some of those double kicks, I wish he would just let the sample rock.
White for me.
Yeah.
Because to your point, I think he probably had the simple loop that went well with it, and then
he was
had
like,
the double kicks. Yeah, and it's like I need to funky it up, but like it didn't funky it up. It just funked it up.
Yeah, it just sounds like the beat. This sounds like it was scratching when you were recording.
This is somewhat disappointing, but I guess you know. So like basically looking at this stack here, it was a solid EP.
Solid EP. How many we got?
5. 5 greens.
5 greens. How many whites? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 whites. 1, 2 blues, and 2 reds. 5 greens, 3 whites, 2 blues, 2 reds. This is a solid EP.
Yeah, cut out all the fluff. But granted, you know that's a 10-second thing. Like the one joint we cheated on, so he really snuck out an extra green because we had to just fight it to let that joint drop. Just hoping.
It was like, come on, bro. That was the difference between me throwing a black on top.
Like it's over.
Yeah, like I honestly like if we didn't let that one rock and be like, okay, he has some type of ear for music, right? it would have been a black. It was because that's funny. That one hurt more than the Larry June one, and I don't even know this dude.
Right. It was pretty painful to get through.
Yeah, that was rough. Quelle, why is this me, Marquell? Like, oh, that's what you're doing now.
Oh my god, it's funny. There's actually a kid I went to high school with who was like. He was kind of like Marquell, and then he moved to like Boston, got all tatted up and stuff, and like became a rapper. Completely reinvented himself. I don't know how successful he became, but he just was a different
human being.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go away somewhere.
Yeah. Okay.
Sometimes, not every time. Sometimes you just gotta go away and become a new human being, and then come back. Don't always work, but I'm not even gonna say that it does always work. Because becoming a new human being isn't always a positive thing. Sometimes you got.
Well, that's what I was about to say. Because like you going leave the academic area that we in to go try to play. I can't even say super thug. Let's say medium thug. But then like you could reinvent yourself to something much more positive and gainful.
Hey, look, brother.
And you just want to be super thug.
I ain't never gonna tell nobody who they are on the inside, but I will tell you who you are on the outside.
Yeah, and I mean, like, what people say stuff like, I can't remember who it was, but it was basically that no one really wants to be a thug. You just
real gangsters don't want to be gangster.
Right, and so
they just are.
it's just out of necessity.
Yeah.
And it's the goofies that want to come and be like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, no, I'm out here at 13 with a burner and a quarter piece because I didn't have food or electricity.
I would be dead if I didn't have this.
So
I would have died at 5 had I not learned how to serve.
Yeah. So overall, it, like I said, it had some Dilla vibes. It did not end up making as much sense, as much sense as I thought, as it seemed like after track 5.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely had those Wu vibes in there. So they clearly have an ear for the past, I would say, unless I think they're being creative and don't study hip hop.
I'm telling you, this dude, like, he sounds like one of those dudes in that New York vibe right now that's like, they trying to be like the Griselda dudes, like the modern grimy.
We gotta do one of their albums.
Huh?
We gotta do one of their projects.
We did.
Didn't we? Oh, we did. Oh, but we did WWCD?
Yeah.
Okay.
We did for sure do that one. I remember that. That was a good album. It was a decent album.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
I feel like we talked about doing it.
No, we did it.
I'm gonna have to look at my computer because that means that I have more stuff that has not been released.
We did it.
All right.
I remember doing it. We did.
All right. I'll stop yelling at you about clips. Got whole episodes in the hopper. I feel what you're saying. We also barely heard his voice, and what we did hear was like a little questionable.
Yeah, it sounded like he was just like. It doesn't sound like he's really from New York. I'm not even. It don't nowhere on here says he's from New York.
Yeah.
But this album makes me feel like he's trying to tell us he's from New York, and it don't feel like that because you know when someone's from the tri-state area, like you just know. You know when somebody's from Jersey. You know when somebody's from Philly. You know when somebody's from New York. Like you know.
Is that the GTL, Gym Tan Laundry?
Exactly. Like you know. You just know. Like all three of them have like they're the same, but they're different. Like there's very distinct differences that are like no matter where you're from, you can tell them apart. Like New York and Philly ain't the same place. It's kind of the same place, but it's not the same place.
Yeah.
New Jersey and it's not the same, but it's kind of like you know. I don't know where this dude is from.
Yeah.
Like speaking to your point, all I heard was gravelly increments of his voice.
Gravelly.
So it sounds
gravelly,
like
almost patois.
This is low key. What if this? I'm childish, but this thought popped in my head. I was saying, what if this was 6ix9ine's attempt to come back into music? Was try to be on some like grimy New York, and he's just mad, distorted his voice, and just threw on some like gross Dilla beats, and he's like, "I'm really the king of New York now." And he made an album called Guns.
Because he went to jail like Shine and came out with the raspy voice.
Mm-hmm.
That was the weirdest thing. Did you ever hear the records he made after he came out of jail? And it was like,
I heard interviews that he did when he was out of jail, when he was living in like Belize.
What happened to your voice, fam? Like, what were you doing in there?
Gargling.
Chill out.
Cigarettes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what they call it now.
Hey.
Yeah, to my point, people put out too many, like, I guess it's funny. It's people put too many songs on their projects, but people also don't put out enough work. So like, it's interesting that I kind of end up arguing both sides of that because it's like on the one hand, yes, putting out volume is what makes you better, but like, put out more projects of less songs.
Your project has to be a project.
Yeah, not just a collection of.
That's
not a high school mix CD.
Yeah, like your project. If you're gonna put
your
out
own songs.
Yeah, if you're just gonna put out some songs, then just do like Drake did and just call it a playlist, or go back in the day and be like, "Hey, it was my mixtape."
He did finesse folks with that.
Yeah, he finessed it.
I was terrible. It's not an album. It's a playlist.
It's a playlist, man. It's a bunch of vibes I curated when I was making that other joint, and then we made these joints, so we put these together with these, and then it worked out. Yeah, no. either playlist or mixtape. If you're just gonna put some songs out, like if you're gonna put out a project, it has to be a project. Like if you're gonna put out your project. Once I come up with a cohesive project,
make more songs.
You need to make more songs. I'm making more songs.
Did I ever talk to you about the 100 songs a day?
No,
I never tell you about that. So me and my nephew, we were probably listening to some Dan Pena. Another plug. I'm not gonna edit that one out. But he's talking about how he had a mentor who was an archer, and he like got silver or bronze. He wanted to win the gold medal at whatever the competition was, like the next major one. So he said, you got to shoot, like 1,000 arrows a day. It might have been 500 or 1,000, something preposterous. He's like, yeah, if you're an archer, most people shoot 100, 200. At the time, the dude was shooting like 150. He's like, nah, you got to be shooting 500 a day. And he had to work his way up to it. Mm-hmm. And so, again, which is volume. You out there like Kobe. Kobe shot 2,000 shots a day, which is why he's hitting turnaround, one-legged fadeaway joints going off the wrong leg, cash to win games. So there's that. And so with the songs, it was like, how do you just maximize everything? Okay, cool. See if you can write 100 songs a day. And the question is, you're not going to write 3 verses in 8 bars. Because what's that? What's 3 times 16? 50, 48? Mm-hmm. So that's 48 plus the hook. You're not going to write 56 bars every 6 minutes for 10 hours. It won't happen. Yeah. So the question is, what constitutes a song? The chorus. You can write a chorus. You can write a chorus every 6 minutes for 10 hours or faster. And then what happened was he did it one day. I think he got to like 30. And then the next song he made ended up being like 4 or 5 of those hooks put together to make the verses. And it was like he felt most proud of that song because, when you're writing a hook, you're writing it to be catchy. But then when they piece together into a verse, then you have like a real catchy verse that has, like you go to a concert and somehow everybody knows the middle 4 bars of the second verse or whatever, and the whole arena singing it, but don't know none of the other words. Yeah. It's like because of that process. Now he only did it that one day, which, So same thing. Like if you're, let's just doing 10, like who else is really doing that? And then like we said on the last episode, or the what song was that? On the Bubble joint. Where if your math is 1 for 10 as far as bangers and output, bangers against output, if you're writing 10 songs a day, just hooks, then one of them's got to be a banger, and the other ones you could turn into verses if they're not good. You know what I'm saying? It's just the math. It's just committing to that volume, and it's hard because you got to do other things in life. Well, you don't have to, but we like to do other things in life. So
to live.
That'll be my next challenge for you, right? But you could be like, if you're what's your man's name? I forgot. Jiggy J. You could be with Jiggy J, just doing some bullshit and just like, I don't know. We did XYZ, went to 7-Eleven, did XYZ, and like, that could be a hook. Cause like, who doesn't do that?
True.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you have it, you find a beat for it, and you just let it rock until you come up with the verses. And then, to our other point, our verses don't even have to be 16 bars. They just be like 8 bars, and then the hook, 8 bars, the hook. And it could be a short-ass song, but it could be like everyone's favorite song because they know all the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like, there's
ways.
Yeah, man. Just volume and then curate. Volume and curate. I feel like this is a really long episode. I'm probably actually going to edit out our visit, if I'm honest.
No, Ricardo Smooth stood directly in front of that camera for like 5 solid minutes.
Yeah, we have these 2 joints. But...
True, but like you gotta edit because there's just a wall of blackness for a good 5 minutes, and it's like you hear voices and then it just goes. True. And then we're just like, all right, bye, brother.
But yeah, Guns by Quelle Chris.
Overall, I'm giving it a white. If we had to rate it overall, I would give it a white. And it's funny because the last track on here was a white. And they say how you finish is more important than how you start.
You only as good as your last at bat.
Yeah, so I would give it a white. It's one of those where if it plays, it's playing.
I'm doing something else.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm not.
You go to a concert and then like the opening act comes out, you just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna just talk to my man.
It's like I'm not gonna go and say something to the promoter like, hey, cut this off right now.
Right.
But you music right now.
Yeah.
You're just background sounds for this conversation. We waiting for the real act to come out.
Right.
That's how I feel about it.
All right, y'all.
So this has been another one.
Until next time, Quelle,
Go get some money.
curate.
Yeah, curate. Motivation for everybody else. Go get some money.
That too.
Stop. Just go get you some money. That's all you need. Just go get you some money, man. That's all. That's just, everything else gonna work itself out. Just go get you some money.